Jump in on mid lane. They're going to get some more damage onto QO. Back to tier 1 tower he goes. Dwindling in CS now, 6-0 compared to the 12-4 on Tail trying to go for QO, but it's now going to be surrounded by 3 heroes. That fourth comes in as Dubu's going to throw out the paralyzing cast, but here comes those 2 defensive supports. Ferev, he does have that level 6, so even if they manage to get off the shallow grave, it's not going to matter, but the Culling Blade, it's just not quite enough. Now they throw out the shallow grave, and damn, I bet Ferev misses that Culling Blade now as QO needs to be healed up by Dubu. Runs out of mana though, and QO may just get run down, kicked to death by Moon, barely able to stay out. Meanwhile, MP gets the spin onto Fly, knows he's dead, and just accepts his fate. Finally, the kill being picked up by Crit for first blood, but Witch Doctor manages to secure the counter on his death. Be able to keep him slowed down with the battle hunger, but it looks like No Tail turns around, managed to get the stun. MP gonna try and pursue still, but we have the Dazzle right behind him, and Juggernaut out of mana for the Omni Slash.
And Crit is
gonna die again as Moon Meander manages to make the initiation there alongside No Tail. And the relocate is just easy follow-up. Now they've got 3 different heroes, all cores here ready to beat down that tier 1 tower, and MVP Phoenix not in a position to defend really. Looks like they're still going to try and collide here, but QO is still another 12 seconds out. Going on Crit, but Miracle is going to challenge Dubu here. The right click is almost enough to finish him off, but he managed to get a fairy fire. Meanwhile, Crit, a heal actually managed to stop the Culling Blade, and again, that movement speed might be critical as MVP Phoenix are not able to get themselves, extricate themselves out of that team fight. That'll be Axe going down first. The Witch Doctor almost cleaned up. Vebi almost going down as well as the Flame Breath. Quick pace. MVP Phoenix smart though. They're going to be able to stop out Crit. Will be able to get their first track kill of the game rather easily. Turns back towards Miracle, who's already got a replicate out, so he can jump over to that one. The call is going to lead the way though. They are going to get a lot of damage onto Miracle. He's ready to jump out in a second and should be able to escape. Meanwhile, the rest of the mana there from the Necronomicon and can't continue to fight even as the rest of his allies start coming in. And P just takes the consolation prize in the little Necronomicon warrior. But
and a Vanguard, he's really committing to the fighting build.
Primal Roar, the spin not enough, and Jesus. That Shadow Wave from Fly manages to help OG burst down the Juggernaut so quickly.
And then Invisible No Tail set that kill up, and the siege continues.
MVP Phoenix, particularly with 1 hero down and a Bounty Hunter on their side, have nothing to be able to defend against these tower pushes when there's 4 or 5 heroes grouped up together like this.
And maybe 2 defensive supports is the key to...
And now the rest of OG able to surround their carry and push back against MVP Phoenix, getting the initiation, and now the push uphill! Ferev stuck on the cliff is going to try and make his way back down, blinks in, manages to get the call, but just can't get the damage done as the rest of his team is being pushed back by No Tail. Now Ferev is going to get stunned up by Miracle, rather large stun at that. QO gets the chains, creates the space for Ferev to be able to get the blink out. And MVP Phoenix should be able to escape with no further losses, but considering that was a smoke gank that turned... There it is, Blink Dagger reveal onto QO, follow-up Primal Roar to make sure there's no hope of QO being able to get out, and OG, now with their positioning, will push high ground and challenge MVP Phoenix to defend. A Morphling and a Dragonite who are tanky as hell and get burned away by the Necronomicon. He doesn't really have a hope of cutting through those heroes, and he's just going to end up losing a lot of HP and mana in the process.
Looked better.
And now Ember Spirit has to feel very worried.
Oh, they managed to get a call on No Tail, pulling him back into the tier 3 area, but there are no disables whatsoever to keep him in that position, and Miracle's just gonna right-click that tier 3 down with his agility more. Slow down these 2 heroes, maybe long enough for the Axe to be able to jump in, but not fast enough as Vebi does get bursted down. The Axe still not here, and is not gonna be able to get there in time to be able to get the Culling Blade. No Tail gets stalled up a little bit more. MP's gonna join the fight, actually. They do have the relocate forward. They're just looking to be able to pop this Dragonite. Finally, they will bring him down with that pop, but no, it's now gonna be the Witch Doctor who goes down. They turn towards taking it for 3 more seconds, but not fast enough. The Culling Blade takes him out. Now MVP Phoenix on forward 3, at least attempting to, but Fered's gonna get caught, and MP, who spun away, who's now trying to keep that healing ward to somehow run himself all the way back to the tier 2, but it's just not gonna happen. Not even tier 2's up. He's gotta make it all the way to tier 3. QO providing interference. Looks like the chains was just enough to slow down the pursuit of OG, and that was actually a pretty damn good trade-off there for MVP Phoenix, considering how far behind they are. They go straight for the throw, trying to take out the melee racks before the 25-minute marker, and they will take it indeed. MVP Phoenix not able to provide a response just yet. They're trying to slow this push down as best as they can. The Necronomicons, OG playing this very disciplined, very safe. Arcade follow-up. Doesn't look like it. Not just yet, anyway. They're going to continue to try and fight this one out with No Tail, but they know there could be reinforcements at any time, so they don't challenge that one off from No Tail. Not able to catch QO, but they've already taken the objective they needed. Fred pops the blade mail as he manages to get the call onto No Tail, but he's being tanky, and again, he doesn't even come close to cutting through the dragon, and Fred goes down to secondary time, and now MP going to be chased away by Miracle. As there it is, MVP Phoenix. They probably knew it for the last 10 minutes, but this is very clearly GG in game one.